There are companies making millions in profits at the expense of your risk, your problems, and later on from the possibility of revoking a citizenship you already paid for, or by sending you a letter demanding that you pay more that very same citizenship. This is especially common in Dubai, in the UAE, and even in other places where business regulation is weaker. If you have been to Dubai, or if you live in Dubai, or in a place where there are people looking for a second citizenship, you have probably seen ads saying things like, you can get St. Kitts and Nevis citizenship for half price, or you can obtain Dominican citizenship by investing in real estate for only $80,000. You may also see claims such as you can get a European passport for 30,000 euros in less than 1 year, or a Slovenian, Slovakian, or Romanian passport for under 50,000 euros without living there and in less than 1 year. When you decide to pursue a Caribbean passport such as St. Kitts, Grenada, St. Lucia, you will probably contact many companies in the market. You will ask them how much you need to pay, what the processing time is, and what exactly is included in those fees. You will quickly receive dozens of offers for these so-called discounted citizenships. They will tell you that instead of paying $200,000, you can pay half. They will claim that you can get St. Kitts and Nevis for $120,000 through a special program with a real estate developer. Supposedly you would be investing in property, but in reality you will never be able to live in that property, and still you would be paying only half of its real value. And of course, many people fall for this. Last year, St. Kitts and Nevis began sending letters to people saying, you didn't pay the correct amount, you must pay the difference or we will revoke your citizenship because you didn't pay what everyone else paid. These are thousands of people in this situation because this scheme was extremely popular. Many even believed it was an official program. For $80,000, I got a St. Kitts and Nevis citizenship because I did it through the discounted real estate option. I made a deal with the developer in the exact time, but in reality, that investment was faked and the profits went into someone's pocket. They are sending letters demanding more payments, they are warning that citizenship may be revoked, and these passports are under constant scrutiny by the European Union and the US. They are being checked all the time. Government change and they verify who obtains citizenship and who underpaid, because this is so incredibly common, and especially now with everything going on in the region and with the pressure of the US and the European Union, authorities are going case by case to ensure everything is in order. That is why I want to tell you to be cautious. This is not simple scam where they steal your money and leave you with nothing. Although I have seen reports of people being arrested for carrying fake St. Kitts and Nevis passports, which is absolutely insane. So you must be extremely careful, please. Because in places like Dubai, Marbella, and similar markets, since they are so open and free, all of these programs are constantly advertised. We have helped dozens of people obtain a second passport. I personally am in the process of acquiring new citizenships, and I don't intend to give up my Spanish citizenship in the short term unless restrictions are imposed. And if such restrictions were to come, I would have to evaluate whether they were aggressive enough to justify renouncing it. So if there is a citizenship offer, I probably already know about it. I check the law and I make sure it is legitimate. As for Caribbean programs, I only advise you to do it through the official routes. Either you make the official donation listed on the government website and pay the lawyer fees, $30, $40 or $50,000, whatever they may be, or you purchase a property for the correct amount. Dominica is $200,000. St. Kitts and Nevis is now $325,000. You pay the official amount for the property, and you receive your property certificate, and you can even go and see the property yourself. Because most of these real estate programs, if done properly, allow you to stay there for 1 week or 5 days a year. In Antigua, for example, if you buy real estate, you can stay there 1 week per year. It is real, the property actually exists. Of course, you must be very careful which developer you choose, because you cannot immediately sell the property once you obtain the citizenship. You may lose money on that investment, and I will say that buying real estate in the Caribbean only to get citizenship is a pretty poor investment. I only recommend it if you truly plan to live there, and if you buy a house or an apartment for yourself within an approved project. Then yes, you obtain the citizenship that way. If not, just go for the donation route. The same applies with other countries in the European Union. There are classic scams like those of Romania or Slovenia, where they tell you that you can obtain citizenship for about 10,000 euros, that you pay 5,000 now and 5,000 in 6 months. And supposedly, with that, you get European Union citizenship. That is why you must be extremely cautious, because there is a massive market for passports and people actually believe these offers are real. And that is the problem. When you see offers such as, if you invest 500,000 50,000 euros in the country, or 300,000 or a million, some people think that is way too expensive because I can get it for 10,000. Yes, but what you are getting there is fake. If you officially invest 500,000 or 1 million euros in a country, you can obtain citizenship by exception. You can start a company, hire local people, and receive honorary or exceptional citizenship signed by government authorities. That is real, not some man telling you that your grandfather was Romanian and therefore you deserve citizenship when your grandfather was not Romanian and they simply paid an official 5,000 euros to create a fake birth record in an office that conveniently burned down, moved buildings, or misplaced the certificate. And be especially careful here, because this is far more aggressive than in the Caribbean. We are talking about options by exception or by merit, and since they take place in developed countries with strong international oversight, if you get caught, you could even end up in prison for something you didn't even realize was illegal. And watch out for another fraud, the supposed UAE citizenship. There are people who say if you donate $50,000, $70,000 or $100,000 and you already have a residency permit in the UAE, you can get the passport. They will ask you to donate the money in cash or transfer it to a specific account. But most of the people receiving that money are based in India, Pakistan, or Africa. And no, you are not going to get an Emirati passport for $100,000. That is not real. UAE citizenship is only granted to those who invest more than $10 or $20 million, to those who already hold a golden visa and are bringing extraordinary value to the country. In some rare cases, perhaps then they may receive it. But even people who have lived there for 30 years have never obtained the passport. So it is obvious you will not get it for 25, 50 or 100,000. You must be careful with all of these schemes, no matter the country. If the price sounds too low for what you are supposedly receiving, it is almost certainly a scam, and it is not a legal path to citizenship. If you want to obtain citizenships and passports through real programs, I recommend you that fill out the form in the description and we can go through it together.